Hey guys, it's Rebecca
and Brianna
with Organic Vegan Living, and today we wanted to give you our favorite tips for staying raw during the winter.
Yes, the cold months are here, and people ask us questions all the time on how we do it and do we have any tips. So we definitely needed to make this video for you guys because it can be challenging, but once you do it, you just do it. You master it.
Yes, we went raw last January, so it's been almost a year for us. And we think once you master raw in the winter, you got it. Because in summer, it's so easy to eat raw, but when it's 30 degrees or lower, it's cold and you want warm food. But we're going to tell you our favorite tricks and tips on how to stay on track.
Yes.
I'd
say first things first, remove any temptations from the house, like any bad foods, like
whatever you consider to be bad or holding you back.
Like if you're trying to master raw, don't have any cooked foods in the house.
Exactly.
Make sure you're surrounding yourself with an abundance.
Only buy what you want to eat.
Yes.
Not when your cravings come in. Because as long as it's not in your house, you won't eat it, and don't go out to eat either.
Exactly.
We don't go out to eat personally.
No.
So if you just prepare all of your own food and there's no bad options at home,
you're on the right track.
There's no bad options, so you're there.
Definitely.
And another thing that has helped us tremendously is living in the present and not looking at it like I'm going to be raw for the rest of my life, that's it. We just look at it like I'm waking up today and I know I'm eating raw today.
Yeah. You can't go wrong when you do that because
time flies.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you've been raw for us almost a year.
Yeah.
We've had a handful of cooked meals that were basically just potatoes or asparagus
veggie,
or it was like a steamed veggie, but we totally notice the difference. Whether we like it or not, our bodies demand us to be raw because once we gave our body what it truly wanted and then we tried to have some cooked food, no. It says
your body tells you right away. It says, you gave me what I really want. I want more of it.
Exactly.
It really doesn't take anything else for an answer.
I like to say, it's as if you were giving your car the wrong fuel its whole life, and then you start to give it the correct fuel. If you try to go back to that old fuel, your car isn't going to run as good. It runs the best optimally on raw.
Yeah, definitely. Another thing is to remind yourself of why you're raw. Every day we like to think about how being raw makes us feel. Why are we doing this? We wanted to improve our quality of life. We wanted to make sure that we never had to end up with getting a diagnosis or a disease or anything like that. We wanted to take matters in our own hands, and that's what brought us here today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We both used to go out to eat
breakfast,
lunch, dinner almost. We did not prepare any of our food. We were the fast food junkies. We were both overweight. We were sick 4 to 5 times a year.
We were zombies.
We were literally just sheep, just doing what everyone else did because that's what everyone else is doing. But everyone else, 1 in 2 people are getting cancer. And you wonder why. It's what we're consuming. You are what you eat.
And it's the
literal
environment as well, definitely.
Ever since we changed our lifestyle, all of our health issues are gone pretty much. We have no complaints. We feel incredible every day. We know we never felt this good.
Yeah.
And it's what we're consuming, and the fact that we don't use any toxic cleaners.
Yeah.
We don't use any beauty products. We use apple cider vinegar and essential oils to wash our hair. Yep. We plan on doing another vlog on our hair care and all that. But
we'll do that.
Just the more you wake up and you say, I don't want to get a diagnosis and feel helpless.
No.
You won't get sick. Prevention is key. So,
listen, I want to talk about fruits, how we used to eat our whole life. We never really, obviously we had fruit, nothing like how we eat it now, but it's when we went raw, there were so many new fruits that we were like, what's that? We've never even heard of it. So going raw experiment. Try anything that's new to you. Like, if you haven't heard it before, buy it, try it, because you might really love it, and that might be like a new go-to for you.
Going vegan alone, like that, it's not hard. Like, I mean, you're only removing meat, eggs, dairy, and fish. I mean, there's an abundance. Like, once you go vegan, you actually realize, wow, there's a way bigger variety of food out there that I've just been missing out on. Because once you go vegan, you kind of are forced to explore other foods out there. So
yeah, definitely.
And then, you know, naturally, you start to gravitate more towards fruit and veggies because that's a large part of a vegan diet. And yeah, I mean,
you just end up feeling really good.
Yeah. The more natural you eat, you realize, like, wow, this is how we're meant to eat, right from the earth.
And it changes, like, your mind and your spirit, too. Like, everything.
100%.
You know, I mean, we've always been very happy people, but, I mean, when we walk into a grocery store and we have people coming up to us, it's like there's a whole new, like, our aura's out there differently than it ever has been, and you can really feel that when you eat raw.
Because everything is vibration, and when you're eating a high fruit diet, they're naturally higher in vibration than cooked foods because it's living. So when you eat that way, you are what you eat, and that's what you become. So you start to operate at a higher frequency, and you put that out there in the universe, and you attract it.
Yeah, like every day we start off with lemon water. We'll go to at least 16 ounces of celery juice. Then we'll juice, usually another big green juice. And after
pineapple juice.
Oh yeah, it was so good. It was so golden. I want more something.
Yeah, we've been scoring really tree-ripened, beautiful pineapples this week. So grateful.
So after that, we usually do melons. We love melons first thing in the morning. And if we don't have melons, we just really do a lot of juicy fruit.
During the summer, it's a lot of watermelon, and in the winter, it's cantaloupe. Like right now, cantaloupe is coming back in season, and
it's so good. We had such a good one this morning. It was so good.
So
after our juicy fruit, like, we'll have like a huge salad. We love having huge salads, and that's where we incorporate a little bit of our healthy fats in, like hemp seeds, tahini, stuff like that.
You know, some avocado.
Yes,
but we just try to have, like, you know, one fat source a day and, like, keep it on the lower fat side.
Yeah.
Because we feel best that way, and that way, like, it gives our liver the break and rest that it needs, because every time you eat fat, your liver has to work extra hard just to process that and break it down. So, another tip is, if you are raw, we highly recommend investing in an Excalibur dehydrator. We just received ours as a gift.
Yeah.
And it's life-changing. I mean, especially in the winter, because you can warm up your food, you can make warm food, and it's so satisfying. It's awesome. We just made raw vegan pizza. It was phenomenal. It tasted just like real pizza.
Yeah, you can check out our Instagram to see pictures of it.
Yes.
Yep.
And we made raw vegan cinnamon buns. And you can make so many awesome things in a dehydrator.
Yeah.
And it's warm, so that's satisfying during the winter. And also a Vitamix, you can, you know, blend it on high for a long time, and you can make warm soups, beverages, hot cocoa, you name it.
Yeah.
You can make warm things, and that's satisfying. And also, I mean, just putting on more, I mean, like if you're chilling, just put on more layers.
Or if you're like us, we like to make our house warm and dress tropical.
Yes.
We like
it's winter
to feel
here.
like it.
Before we go outside, we bundle up, but like inside it's warm. We like to pretend summer's almost here.
Yeah. Soon enough.
But right now it is December, 11th? 12th?
Yeah, 11.
Something like that.
Yep.
And it's citrus season, hardcore right now. So we have been consuming endless amounts of oranges.
Like
clementines,
huge
mandarins.
bowls.
Yeah.
on bowls.
Endless.
They're so good.
So good. Oranges are life right now.
And a really easy staple is bananas. Like, make sure they're
Year
nice and
round.
freckled when you go to eat them, because that's peak ripeness.
Yeah.
I mean, whoa. And they're just really simple. They're cheap, like, and very filling. They're,
so cheap year round. They're available.
and they're versatile.
So
I mean, you can
good
do
for
so
you.
much with them.
They have the power to stop sickness in its tracks.
Mm-hmm.
They are super, super healing and just all around an awesome food to incorporate.
And I'd say, like, our last tip, I want to say, like, don't compare yourself to how somebody else eats, because you can get really caught up in that, and just focus on you. And like we said, living in the present. Like, don't say, you know, just, well, they eat that and I already eat better, so, like, I'm fine if I have this.
We have, you know, caught ourselves doing that in the past where, like, you know, we'd be like, well, compared to the rest of the population, we eat far
Really
healthier,
good.
so that excuses us to eat this meal
You know,
that's not that good
steamed
for us.
potatoes or something.
Well, steamed potatoes, I mean,
always eat
they're
good food.
beneficial. Like, we're not going to deny that there are beneficial cooked foods out there, but personally
for us.
digestion, we do know regardless, all cooked food is dehydrating. It literally sucks water out of your organs. So, to us, I mean, yeah, if I had to, I'd eat cooked. And there are healthy cooked options, but I don't have to. I would rather eat the raw, living food that raises my vibration, makes me feel super energized, waking up just feeling so good.
It gives you life.
We haven't been sick in over a year. That was unheard of. Like, I would get chronic bronchitis at least 4 times a year. That lasted a month. She's been with me over 5 years. Like, she knows. And one year, I literally coughed so bad that I broke a rib. Like, we were just very unhealthy people, and we're yet another case that food is thy medicine. Like, food will heal you. So, if you're having any health problems, if you know anyone with any health problems,
go raw.
Go raw, or at least just go vegan. And especially, I mean, check out Medical Medium. We're very into, you know, his books and, you know, his teachings.
He's amazing.
They're straight from
he
the
has
heart.
So much
and
information.
when you read the books, you will understand. I mean, it all makes so much sense.
Yeah. So we'll leave you with that today.
Yeah. And thank you for listening. And if you haven't already, check us out on Instagram at Organic Vegan Living. And thank you for watching.
Like and subscribe.